Deliverable 4 by Catalina Sumano. Introduction. First, we're going to talk about, in the next slides, contract payment schedules. The first contract is fixed fees. Our second contract is profit sharing. Our third contract is stock options. Contract 4, we'll be talking about bonuses. Contract 5 is options and bonuses. So we'll talk about recommendations and the summary. So their overview will be contract for a new CEO, avoidance of moral hazard and adhesive, and minimize liability. Contract 1. Fixed fee. The new CEO will receive a fixed wage. A couple of the pros is, from the firm's point of view, this is a good option since when the company makes windfall profits, the extra money will not have to be paid to the CEO. A provision for this fixed salary can be made as part of the project financing, and hence, even if the project fails, the company will incur only limited amount of loss rather than a cost. Cons. From the CEO's point of view, a fixed wage may often lead to lower levels of motivation since he would know that come what may, he would still receive a salary. Another con is from the firm's point of view as well, a laid-back CEO will always spell bad news for the company. So the firm will bear all the risks. Contract 2. Profit sharing. The new CEO receives 15% of the firm's profit with no wage. From the firm's point of view, this is a good option as the cost of remuneration is a direct component of the profits that are being earned with no wage. There are no fixed costs and the firm is recurring. Cons. This is not going to be a good option for the CEO as there is some serious variability component in the remuneration. If with no wage, the remuneration becomes very risky and frankly a little impractical. So the CEO will bear all the risk in this one. Contract 3. The new CEO receives a base salary with additional stock options tied to total profits. Pros. Since the remuneration is tied to stock options, it will serve as a great incentive for the CEO to work towards increasing shareholder value, hence spelling good news for the firm. Cons. CEOs will have the potential excessively dilute the equity stake of existing stakeholders. The risk is split between the CEO and the firm. Contract 4. The CEO receives a base salary with no additional stocks tied to total profits. Pros. Since the I went too far. The CEO receives a base salary with no additional stock options tied to total profits. Since the remuneration is tied to stock options, it will receive a great incentive for the CEO to work towards increasing shareholder value, hence spelling good news for the firm. A con. CEOs have the potential to excessively dilute the equity stakeholder of the existing stakeholders. This is split between the CEO and the firm. Bonuses. The new CEO receives a base salary with additional stock bonuses, which is tied to total revenues. Pros. Good from the CEO's point of view since the two options of stock options and bonuses, latter is more liquid and hence more preferable. Cons. I didn't see no disadvantage in this one. And the risk is still split between the CEO and the firm. Contract 5. Stock options and bonuses. The new CEO receives a base salary with no additional stock options tied to total profits. The CEO has a simple security in terms of salary benefits, as there are fixed components, an annual variable component, as well as stock options that can be liquidated at an opportune time. The higher levels of motivation in the CEO will result in a higher productivity. Cons. Higher cost of remuneration for the company. However, it is possible that with the higher levels of motivation, the CEO may be able to justify the payment structure. The risk is still between the CEO and the firm. The recommendation and summary. As you can see, I went over the contract payment schedules. The first contract was the fixed fee. The second contract was the profit sharing. The third contract was stock options, and the fourth was bonuses. In contract 5 was the options and bonus. My recommendation here, out of all the contracts, I would highly recommend stock options and bonus. That's the last contract. It will result in the CEO doing more of his part to make the company more successful, since he's getting an amount of money out of that. So the more money sometimes people make, the more motivation it makes us to be better for the company, do the best, and be on top of our game in order for this company to succeed. Because as a CEO, as we are the people that we look up into, and if we do good, the rest of our team will do good, and will come out and becoming one of the best companies. That is why I recommend the last contract. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for listening, and this is Deliverable 4 by Catalina Simano.